Okay, moving on with some more lighting stuff. So this is more about if you in a situation that you have to design some lights. So if you're a choreographer, a dance teacher, or you're helping out with a school concert or an event or something like that, and you need to design some quick looks in a short amount of time, and you have to do this with a lighting operator. These looks, I'm going to give you are just very basic looks, but one really powerful thing that you can do with lighting is contrast. So if we see dramatic contrast, it makes it look really, really powerful, and the production looks like it's been very well thought out. So I'm just going to show you a couple of saved looks. So when you're designing, a good idea is to do a thing called presets. So you can talk to your lighting operator and say, I want to put some things on the lighting system that are like, they're like saved positions and looks. And then you can click those presets whenever you like, and then you store them into the cues. But this is a way that you can pretty much light a full 2-hour show in about 4 hours. If you get really good at this. It's just about using presets. Anyway, I'm just going to show you some of the more popular presets that I've used and that I see other people use all the time. This first one is great. It's a full stage look, but I've added some backlight. So this is beautiful for dance because you'll be able to see the edges of the dancer. So the dancer's movement will be easier to be seen. So this is a really good look to save, which is just full stage. So what I mean by that is there's all the above lights, the wash is just going straight down to fill the stage with full light. But then to give it a little bit more contrast, there is some light coming from the back pushing through. So that's your first one. And you just say to the lighting operator, you want a full stage wash with it backlit, and you'll get this. And this is a way you can get it backlit without using the psych. So that's the first look that's really cool to save. Then the next one is just a crossover gobo. So a crossover gobo is just using the moving lights, which a gobo is the pattern in the lights, and crossing them over. This is awesome for dancing. Any sort of contemporary, anything that you sort of want a deep, dark, emotional look, this is where you want to go. And you can change the pattern of the movers whenever you like as well. But this is a good preset to have this position. The crossover means that you'll get further distance that you can fill the stage with a pattern. If you just have them straight down, the pattern won't be big enough to fill the stage. Then the next one is a full stage breakup. This one is similar to the full stage crossover gobo, but this one you'll be able to use more straight down or crossed over, but they're not moving lights. These are your par lights. These are static lights. So some theaters won't have them. This is a more old traditional look, but if they do have them and they've been put in the right place that you get a beautiful full stage look, this is really nice. What I like about this is it's very easy to get emotion from this look. Yeah, it's nice. It's normally a beautiful brown color. So this is a good default, great for contemporary as well. So that's a full stage this is a full stage breakup. Then the next one is, this is a good preset to have because something that you want to do to let the audience enjoy the show a little bit more is break up the stage, have some dark moments so that you can, just like a spotlight. This is kind of like the way that you'd use a spotlight, but you're using a position on the stage, which is upstage. So this is an upstage row. All I've done is taken the moving lights and moved them all the way upstage. And then I have a little bit of side lighting here to give them a little bit of glow. Okay, so this is a really good position to save as well. Then this total opposite, which is downstage. This is great for the end of a routine. So if people finish down the front of the stage, cut off the back of the stage and make it look really nice and intimate without using a spotlight. Yeah, so downstage row, using the side lights again here as well. Don't have to, but it's a good thing to have. Then we have center column. This is my go-to favorite. I really love this one. It's a way to still make it look big and grand, but still getting focus. Okay, there's a lot of times you're going to use like little spotlights and stuff like that, but this is again is being able to get that focus look, and you can have a heap of people in here. Obviously, it's perfect if you have some sort of straight line, but whenever there's a moment in a routine where they're doing something in the center that needs focus, this is a great way to do it without saturating this spotlight look all the time. So that's just a center column. Obviously, you can do columns on the side and stuff as well, but it's not as needed. Most choreography ends up in the middle for those featured parts. Then we've got a clump. So you could put clumps everywhere, but the two go-to ones is this downstage center one. So this is when a lot of people come together downstage. It's a really good preset to save. And then just the opposite, which is upstage clump as well. The thing about this is that you need so many moving lights to make this big clump. So if you make it a preset, you don't have to sit there 5 minutes, 10 minutes every time moving all the lights. And you got all your dancers standing on stage getting upset. So if you preset these, then you just do a little bit of tweaking later on. Then what you want to do is set up some go-to spotlights of where people go very often. I'm just going to give you the default ones here, but if you know the show, you would just set up these spotlights of where the most popular places that you need spotlights. So this is, I call this C1, so it's center 1, and then you'd go 2, 3, 4, 5. So that covers me with spotlights all the way through the middle of the stage. So whenever I'm getting to that part of the routine, I just go C3, boom, done, store it, move on to the next thing. So these kind of spotlights, they take like less than 10 seconds to store and create. So it's worth making presets. And then some extra spotlights that I like to have as well, because a lot of people finish their routines on the sides as well here. So I've got a spotlight on prompt side and a spotlight on OP side. Okay, so these are preset positions that you can use, really powerful. Another contrast thing is using the psych. So just using a psych is really, really powerful. Like a psych only by itself is pretty cool as well, like that. So that's pretty powerful. This is great to use at the start and the end of routines, or any sort of like drop down in the music. Psych only looks amazing, especially for more modern and hip hop type routines. Another one that's super popular as well to use, which is really powerful, is sides only. So if I take out the psych and sides only, so if you're doing something more contemporary, but like modern contemporary, or maybe let's call it very European contemporary, this just having side lights is so beautiful. The most comments I've ever got about lighting is just doing this. Just side lights with dance is really, really beautiful. But any questions about this, let me know. You don't need to be a lighting designer, but this stuff is really good to know if you're in tech rehearsals and they're working on looks and stuff like that, you know what's going on. Anyway, thank you.